Thanks for tuning in to this week's Total Pickleball vlog. My name is Mark, and I've gathered up 3 paddles and 1 item to kind of help maintain the quality of spin potential and just the overall quality of performance of your paddle. Let's begin. We'll dive right in with the Volley Mach 2 Forzas. This is the 2nd generation of the Mach 2. The difference between them is thermoform. So they've retained everything that was already great about these paddles. I would call this paddle shape and this head size an impossible to miss sweet spot size. So it is very comfortable, very poppy, and then also retained from the prior one is a T700 raw carbon surface. This is available in both a 16 and also a 14 millimeter option to kind of let a little bit more of the power shine through the core. Obviously, you're gonna mask it, get a little bit more core-based control if you're going with the 16 gauge version. One thing that kind of sets these paddles out, considering they are a very maneuverable compact paddle shape, is they have a 5.5 inch long handle. So if you're one who wants to control, dictate points using 1 or 2 hands on the paddle, Volley definitely accommodates, gives you plenty of real estate on the handle there. Just some top-notch paddles. And lastly, I'll mention one last thing about the unibody thermoforming. It definitely kind of shores up a number of things in terms of paddle stability, comfort, energy return, we could say power, just overall durability is improved with thermoforming the paddle. So take a peek at these paddles. And next up, we're gonna talk about the quiet one. Master Athletics, this is definitely a high quality paddle manufacturer. We haven't talked too much about them in the past. I think you're gonna hear more about them in the near future. This one here happens to be the one they call the Q1 or the quiet one. So this one's running about 7.8 ounces. It's a compact paddle shape. There's nothing really different about its shape or handle. What is different is the amount of spin and the lack of decibel level that is produced at contact of the ball. This is a much quieter paddle than even most quiet paddles on the market. This one is not USAPA approved for tournament play. I'm just gonna venture and say the more of these paddles that are available, you're gonna see the spin potential and the fun is there. It's not leaning it in another direction, and you're gonna see a lot more paddles on the market like this one. Be sure and check out the Master Athletics Q1, and they've got a variety of other paddles on our site as well. And lastly, I wanted to talk about a little bit of maintenance for your paddle. Right here, we have the Gearbox cleaning block. Very easy to carry accessory. This one goes with me wherever I go. And what I did here was look for the dirtiest paddle face we had in our bin and found it and basically cleaned easily one side and left the other one very dirty. So if you want to get a glimpse at this, you could definitely see there's a lot of dirt, and I find myself in between points, especially if I'm playing outdoor on a gritty surface, I'm wiping the paddle on my shorts or my leg to get rid of the grit. This Gearbox cleaning block here avoids that whole thing. In between a game, I just basically grab the paddle face and just rub this across. And it really works. So all of a sudden, what was kind of a crusty, dirty film on there is now race ready and built for speed for the next point and the next game. And that's all we have for you for this week's vlog. Thanks again for tuning in. If you'd like to know anything about these paddles or anything else pickleball related, be sure to visit totalpickleball.com.